Are you a mother to a child with special needs? Are you kind of at a point where you're just tired of hearing how inspirational you are and how you're so brave and you're such a fighter and such a great advocate and, you know, God would only give you what you can handle and, oh, I can never do what you do? Or sometimes even what other moms are saying about their kids and how it is such a blessing and their child has taught them this and that. But can we stop beating around the bush and have real talk about really at the end of the day how it feels when we're by ourselves? I'm Alexandra Lilly, brain development coach and a mother to a child who has an intellectual disability and epilepsy. And in this video, I just wanted to share my journey and my truth and what is in my heart and hope that you guys can relate. But before we get started, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and that bell so that you are notified anytime we release a new video on how to handle your child's challenging behaviors. Oh yeah, and don't forget to like this video. So who am I to talk about this topic? Well, I'm a mother who has a child with an intellectual disability. I'm diagnosed at the age of 7 or 8 years old. Diagnosed with epilepsy at the age of 3, underwent surgery at the age of 8, now is going to be 17. So I've been through the therapy world, I've been through the school world, I've been through the teenage world, which we're going through right now. So I just want to share my journey and pretty much share maybe what everybody's thinking, but nobody's talking about. I mean, no one wants to say it out loud. Okay, so let's get real here. Initially, I had a healthy baby until about 3 years old. At 3 years old, he had his first seizures. And ever since then, pretty much in and out of hospitals until the age of 8, trying different new medications to control his epilepsy because he was seizing about 30 times every day. And in the end, diagnosed with intractable epilepsy, which technically just means is not responding to medication and they can't control his seizures. Now, as a mother, you start to try to think or put puzzle pieces together of what did I do to deserve this, number one, or what did I do that is causing this? So then you start thinking about your pregnancy. You start thinking, did I eat something? Did I do something? Did I go on, a roller coaster ride that I shouldn't have went on? Did I, eat too much fish? So you start trying to figure out, where did I go wrong? And then you start thinking, what is it that I did to deserve this? And then you get to the point where you can't figure it out. You don't know why this is happening to you. You are questioning, why me? Why is it me? Why did my friends have a healthy baby? Why am I going through this? In all honesty, and I'm real talk here, guys, I didn't understand why everybody I knew and everyone around me had healthy babies and I didn't, or a healthy child. And I was suffering and my child was suffering. And I couldn't understand at the end of the day, why me? So it got to the point as my son grew older, he was diagnosed with an intellectual disability at the age of 7 or 8 years old. And he was very behind his peers in development and social skills and academic skills. So much so that I even had a teacher at the, I think he was about grade 1. Teacher asked me if he had ever been in school. That's how far behind he was, and I didn't even know that. But anyways, that's another topic for another day. But I got to the point where I didn't want to hang out with my friends or family who had children who were neurotypical, you can say, or who were healthy. I didn't want to hang out with them. And when I did hang out with them, I did not want to, not associate, but I didn't even want to talk to their children. I didn't want to build a relationship with their children. I was, putting up this wall because it wasn't fair. Why me? Not that I wish it upon anybody, but why me? Why not you? And as much as that seems to be like, oh, wow, she's really, letting it out. But it's true. At the end of the day, I didn't want a relationship with my friends' kids. I didn't want to be around them. I avoided them as much as I could because it just hurt so much. Now, it is difficult to have a positive outlook on your child's future when they have a disability, especially when you hear therapists and teachers and doctors say that they won't reach beyond a certain level. It is difficult to hear that. It is heartbreaking to even fathom what your child's future would look like. And it hurts. And as much as people say, you're doing such a great job and just keep going, stay strong. You know what? It sucks. It's not fair. It is not fair. I had a vision for my child. I had a future planned out. And that future is not even achievable, not even close. I know we all, think about what our child is going to be like and envision their future. And, we hope that they will get there. But for us, kids with special needs, they are not getting there. Their future is scary. Their future without us is scary. Who is going to take care of them when we are gone? That is what constantly goes around in my head day after day. So you go through all these emotions, you go through the grief of not having a healthy child, neurotypical healthy, all these words that they put out there to make us feel better. Honestly, they're words. They don't make me feel better. I don't want to use the word not average. Now we just say neurotypical, or we say, I don't know, you guys can give me other words, proper words to use, but at the end of the day, they don't make you feel any better. And honestly, I don't feel blessed. Maybe that's wrong of me. I don't feel blessed. I feel cheated. I feel that I didn't get an opportunity, or I don't have the opportunity to have a child that is maybe going to live independently, or a child that, maybe will get married and have grandkids and be able to drive. I don't have that. And I don't feel blessed. And maybe there's some moms out there going, oh my goodness, judging me. But I'm just saying what people aren't saying. And some of you, good for you if you can look on the positive side. But my son is 17 years old, and his adulthood is the most scariest thing ever. So I'm just saying what maybe some people are thinking. And if you feel the same way, let me know in the comments. Let's talk about this. Let's have an open dialogue to really what it feels like to be a special needs parent. It doesn't feel blessed. I don't feel blessed. I feel constantly worried and scared. There was a point where I would sit there and be like, oh, I wish my child could ride his bike. I wish my child could go out and play with friends. I wish my 17-year-old that's upstairs wasn't always home because he had no friends. I wish my 17-year-old could have gotten his license. I wish my 17-year-old could feel what it's like to have a typical childhood, to not be poked at with needles constantly, tests and doctors and therapists and programs and people constantly doubting him. I wish a lot of things. At the end of the day, we have to give ourselves the opportunity to feel grief, to feel sadness, to feel anger, and not feel bad about it. It is okay to have those feelings. It's okay not to feel blessed. It's okay not to feel that your child has taught you this and that. Like, kudos to the moms that feel that way, but not all of us do. And we are struggling over here. So let's just talk about it. Let's be open to how tough it is. I've been through the system of therapies and advocating at school for academics, because let's be real here. The academics for our children is, it's like a babysitting class, honestly. I don't know where you guys are from, but here in Ontario, school for my child was just a babysitting class, even though I was told it was going to be a lot more. So at the end of the day, I want you moms and dads to not feel bad or feel ashamed for feeling or having these thoughts. They're okay to have these thoughts. They're okay to have these emotions. And as parents, we allow ourselves this moment, but what we do is we get up the next morning and we try and figure out, how can we help our child today? What can I do to make sure his future is as promising as it needs to be or can be? So if you feel like you have nobody to talk to because you are ashamed of what your thoughts are and deep down inside when you're alone, and you just need to reach out to someone, I would love to connect with you. Please feel free to send me an email. You can reach me at admin@parentingbeyondbehaviors.com. So I don't want this video to turn into me rambling on about how it's not fair and I feel hurt and robbed of my child's childhood and yada yada. I did this video because I really want you to know that, or really think that, at the end of the day, when you are alone by yourself, your kids are sleeping and your husband is sleeping, what does it feel like inside? What are the thoughts and emotions that you are having? And be real and be honest, be truthful. Because for me, having a special needs child, it's like a weight that doesn't go away. It's like questions constantly of, what is his future going to look like? He's not 3 and cute and have all this time in the world to change anymore. He's 17 years old. What does his future look like? So be honest with yourself. Get those emotions out. Don't let anybody shame you for feeling that way. If you don't feel blessed, that is okay. If you feel like your child hasn't taught you anything or changed the way you look at the world or all this positive, inspirational stuff that gets thrown out there, that you turn around and feel, God, what is wrong with me? I don't feel that way. I want you to know that it's okay. Having a special needs child, it is hard work. And it doesn't stop when you go to bed. We may have not been given a choice to what our child's future was going to be like. We didn't choose this life. We didn't choose this life for our child. But we do have a choice right now. We have a choice to be a voice and to come together and say that we're not okay, or say that, that how we really feel. We have that choice. We also have the choice of how much we can do for our children. Because at the end of the day, that is all you can do. You can do the best that you've got. And whatever you've got is okay. So touch your heart, really, really think about what does it feel like at the end of the day. And share it. Share it with me, share it with somebody. Don't keep it in. Because it is okay to feel what you are feeling. Alright, so be sure to check out our next video where we're going to dive into the topic about the relationship with our children as we get older and how things were going to get complicated. And this stems from learning about the new breaking news that's going around. I don't know if you guys heard it. Addison Rae's mother is dating somebody, and apparently the relationship has gotten complicated. So we're going to dive into the relationships that we have with our children as we get older and as we make different decisions in our life. So be sure to check out that video. Be sure to like us and don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, guys, take care.